Have you ever heard of the $75,000 happiness benchmark? It's the income level at which research has shown that people tend to experience the greatest level of happiness and life satisfaction. But is it really that simple? When you think about money, what comes to mind? Do you think about happiness, success, or maybe something else entirely? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the dark side of this benchmark, exploring the unexpected negative consequences that can arise when we place too much emphasis on reaching this income level. While the $75,000 happiness benchmark may seem like an ideal financial goal for many, there are downsides to striving for this income level. The pursuit of a higher income can often come with unintended consequences that may negatively impact our overall well-being. One of the most significant downsides of striving for $75,000 is the pressure to maintain or increase our income level. Once we reach this benchmark, we may feel like we need to continue earning more to maintain our current standard of living. This can lead to a never-ending cycle of working long hours, taking on additional responsibilities, and sacrificing our time in pursuit of more money. The work environments that often come with high-paying jobs can be stressful and demanding. Many people find themselves working in highly competitive and cutthroat industries where they are expected to work long hours and put their job above all else. This can lead to burnout, anxiety, and other mental health issues that can have long-lasting effects. Furthermore, the pressure to maintain a high income can also impact our mental health in other ways. Many people find themselves feeling anxious or depressed when they feel like they aren't meeting their financial goals or when they can't afford the things they want. This can lead to a constant state of stress and worry, which can have severe consequences for our overall well-being. It's important to remember the importance of work-life balance when striving for $75,000. It's easy to become consumed with work and forget about the other aspects of our lives that bring us joy and fulfillment. Without a healthy work-life balance, we may find ourselves feeling unfulfilled and unhappy, despite our financial success. Research has also shown that the relationship between income and happiness is not as straightforward as one might think. Studies have found that once a certain threshold is met, additional income has a diminishing effect on overall happiness. This phenomenon is known as the hedonic treadmill, where people quickly adapt to new levels of wealth and luxury, and their happiness returns to a baseline level. Material possessions and experiences that are purchased with money may bring temporary happiness, but they do not provide long-lasting satisfaction. For example, studies have shown that people who prioritize material wealth over relationships and experiences tend to be less happy and more anxious and depressed. Also, the pursuit of money and success can lead to a keeping up with the Joneses mentality, where individuals compare themselves to others and strive to outdo their peers. This can create a sense of competition and a never-ending cycle of trying for more money and possessions. The $75,000 happiness benchmark may seem like the key to a happy and fulfilling life, but the reality is that money alone cannot buy happiness. It's important to prioritize work-life balance, build strong relationships, and find meaning and purpose in life beyond material wealth. Our desire for more money is often fueled by social comparison. We compare ourselves to others who have more money and feel like we need to keep up. This is known as social comparison, and it can be a significant factor in our desire for more money. We see our peers buying new cars, going on fancy vacations, and buying bigger houses, and we want those things too. But the problem is that this desire for more money can lead to a never-ending cycle of wanting more and more. Another factor that affects our happiness is hedonic adaptation. This is the idea that we get used to things quickly and they no longer bring us happiness. For example, if you buy a new car, you may be thrilled at first, but soon the excitement wears off and it becomes just another car. The same goes for material possessions, experiences, and even relationships. So, how can we overcome these tendencies and find happiness in other areas of our lives? First, we need to recognize that money isn't everything. While it's essential for meeting our basic needs, it's not the key to long-term happiness. Instead, focus on things like relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Secondly, we need to practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on what we don't have, we should focus on what we do have and be grateful for it. Gratitude has been shown to increase happiness and improve overall well-being. While many people believe that making more money will make them happier, there is an opportunity cost associated with chasing the $75,000 happiness benchmark. One of the biggest costs is time. Working longer hours or taking on a more demanding job to increase income means less time for pursuing hobbies and personal interests. The opportunity cost of pursuing more money is the loss of opportunities to explore passions that may bring joy and fulfillment. One issue with the study that established the $75,000 benchmark is that there are many variables that can impact an individual's happiness, such as their personality, social support, and life circumstances. While income is certainly a factor, it's not the only one, and the study may not have fully accounted for these other variables. One study looked at household income rather than individual income, which means that a family of 4 making $75,000 may have different levels of happiness than a single person making the same amount. The study was also conducted in 2010, and with inflation, the benchmark may no longer hold entirely true in 2023. What's more, the cost of living varies widely across different regions. So someone making $75,000 in a high-cost city may have a different experience than someone making the same amount in a lower-cost area. Finally, the global financial crisis of 2008-2009 may have impacted the findings of the study. Individuals who lost their jobs or experienced financial hardship during this time may have different perspectives on the relationship between money and happiness. Another cost of chasing the $75,000 benchmark is the potential loss of meaningful social connections and experiences. While working to make more money, one may miss out on time with friends and family, community involvement, or other social opportunities. These experiences are often critical to our overall sense of happiness and well-being. The pursuit of extrinsic motivation, such as making more money, can come at the cost of intrinsic motivation and fulfillment. When individuals focus on external rewards like income and material possessions, they may overlook the intrinsic rewards of pursuing activities that align with their values and passions. Research suggests that intrinsic motivation and fulfillment is important for long-term happiness, and focusing too much on external rewards can lead to dissatisfaction and burnout. Despite the evidence against the link between money and happiness, society still places great emphasis on financial success. The pressure to conform to societal norms and expectations can be overwhelming, leading many to pursue high-paying careers and the $75,000 happiness benchmark. This pressure can come from family, friends, and even strangers on social media, creating a constant sense of comparison and competition. The stigma surrounding low-paying jobs can also contribute to the desire to achieve financial success. Those who choose careers that are not traditionally high-paying, such as social work or teaching, may feel as though they are not successful or valued in society's eyes. This stigma can lead individuals to prioritize financial gain over personal fulfillment and purpose. Additionally, the pursuit of income and financial success can lead to a focus on short-term gratification over long-term fulfillment. This can manifest in behaviors like overspending, taking on debt, and neglecting relationships and self-care. Over time, these behaviors can hurt overall life satisfaction and well-being. It's important to challenge societal beliefs and prioritize personal values. Pursuing a career or lifestyle that aligns with one's values and brings a sense of purpose can lead to greater long-term happiness than simply chasing financial success. It's important to remember that success and happiness look different for everyone, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to achieving fulfillment in life. Prioritizing personal values, cultivating meaningful relationships, and focusing on long-term happiness are all crucial components of a great and satisfying life. The pursuit of the $75,000 happiness benchmark comes with its own set of challenges and drawbacks. The pressure to maintain or increase income levels can lead to stressful work environments and negative impacts on mental health. The illusion of happiness that money can bring and the opportunity cost of chasing after it can be significant. Societal expectations also play a role, as the pressure to conform to norms and the stigma surrounding low-paying jobs can lead to a lack of fulfillment. Finding balance and prioritizing personal values, such as hobbies, social connections, and intrinsic motivation is important. Ultimately, the relationship between money and happiness is complex, and finding a healthy balance between the two is key to living a fulfilling and satisfying life. So, as we reflect on the dark side of the $75,000 happiness benchmark, let's remember to prioritize our values and well-being and strive for a more holistic approach to happiness and success.